listed on it, but it's going to come with this card. These bags have it already on here. Let's go over these numbers so you understand this real quick, guys. If you have a Lesco spreader or Echo RB60, Earthway 2050, Earthway 2600 A+, Scott's Guard Mini, I'm not a fan of this one right here. I would upgrade to the Scott's Edge Guard or the Scott's Elite. The reason I don't like this one because it only spreads about 3 feet. All right, now that you have one of these spreaders, these are the settings that you put it on. Scott's Elite and Scott Edge Guard, 5.25. All right, Scott's Mini, same thing. Earthway, you put it on 14. Earthway, you put it on 14. The Echo RB60, you put it on 5.5. The Lesco, you put it on 14. So when I cut this bag open, and I'm gonna put this starter fertilizer, the reason I'm showing you, I'm gonna put it on my new sod that's in the back. I haven't had it for a year and it's still trying to take hold. All right, I'm gonna come over to my Lesco spreader. I'm gonna, back here, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in where you can see it. There are dial settings back here. I put it on 14. You see that move back and forth? I find the 14 setting. All right, tighten it up. I pour in my fertilizer in there. I put my Harper cover back on and I'm ready to put this on my yard. The reason we have a Harper cover is because if I'm out there pushing and I pass out from heat stroke or something, or a bear run out the woods and it tips over like that, that cover is gonna keep that from coming out. If you get fertilizer on your yard, you gotta get it up. The best way to get it up is to get one of them wet dry vacs and suck it up out of the ground, because if you don't, it's gonna actually leave a burn mark in that area right there. If it starts raining on me, my spreader cover comes in handy also. This is not for you to be sitting your cool cokes and anything on it while you're out there cutting the grass, because it still has a lot of chemicals on it, but that's what that's for. Now, when we're pushing the spreader, let me show you this real quick, because a lot of guys, they don't get this part right. Once I put it in there, I'm gonna open my spreader up. I'm gonna push this. As I'm pushing, the fertilizer is gonna be shooting from side to side. You're gonna walk a straight line up. You shed it off right before you get to the next property, and let me show you. Okay, let me just say I'm finna go over and turn around. When I get close to turn around, I turn it off. The last little bit come out. I turn around. All right, then I start going back this way. I'll open it back up. That way you don't get it on your neighbor's yard or out in the street. This does not have an edge guard on it, so you're gonna have to know how far it spreads. This Lesco spreader, the reason I bought it 4 or 5 years ago, and you see I still have it, is a commercial grade homeowner's spreader. If you want this spreader right here, I'm gonna leave a link after I upload this video for people who are not watching now, so you can order it directly from Amazon. It's not cheap. You get what you pay for. I think this is almost a $400 spreader now, and it may be a little bit more if you get the cover on it. All right, so once you start pushing this and you spread it up and down, guys, don't come sideways like this. You're only gonna go one direction, come back. You gotta make sure you evenly spread it. I got a video on YouTube, how to, listen to what I'm about to tell you, how to optimize your fertilizer / Bermuda Grass Central, and that should come up. I may put a link down in the description also. All right. Now let me say something also real quick, guys. Just for what they call it, transparency, YardMastery has been sponsoring me for the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm gonna talk about YardMastery fertilizer. For the guys who say you sold out, then go ahead and click off. But I'm telling you, this is the fertilizer that I've been using for about 5 years, no, about 4 years. So when I mention stuff and I'm telling you buy this, buy that, yeah, I will get an affiliate kickback from it, but it's the stuff that I use. I'm not gonna tell you go buy stuff that I don't use or I haven't actually tested myself. I'm always transparent about that. A lot of people don't want to buy the products that we suggest as YouTubers or influencers because you just feel like we don't deserve to get this or that. But it's the information you want that helps the channel out when you do buy that. Now, so we'll get back to the yard. When you get that, the first thing you need to do too also, guys, is to put your pre-emergent down. But before you put your pre-emergent down, guys,